Hi everyone, it's James here. This is just a quick sort of video, so it's unedited and very quick. I wasn't able to do a live stream last night on Sunday, unfortunately, because of matters that came up. So this is a very quick update. And I will try and get a live stream out in the next couple of days, but watch out for the regular tech videos and so on. So this is a very quick summary video. Watch out for more detailed NATGAS and technical videos coming up. So let's start on this page with the dollar. A lot going on this weekend, a lot more bombardment and escalation in the war in Iran, but seems to be like a resolution is approaching. And we saw some sharp drops in stocks, late on Friday and in pre-market. And we also saw Bitcoin and cryptos moving down, but bouncing. Let's have a look. Now, the dollar moved up a little bit, actually gapped up, but has now fallen back, still not above that high there. And I'm short on the dollar, so hoping for this to move down. It has not yet moved up. In this video, I'm just telling you roughly what my positions are and what I think the scenarios are. I'm not going to go into detailed technical analysis. I'll do that in the next video. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure your notification bells are switched on. Right, so dollar I'm short on. It still has not sort of surpassed that high yet. And then on this page, I've got a few names, stock names. Let's not talk about that now. But stock indices, certainly. NASDAQ closed weak on Friday, then gapped down last night on Sunday after news of heavier bombardment and civilian targets as well. But still holding the 200-day moving average and that low. So I've not given up on this yet, and I'm still long. Let's see how this goes. A lot depends on the war and how it's reported and what people's perceptions are. And of course, what the market's perception is. Generally, war does not bring weakness in stock markets. Let me just throw that out there. In actual fact, normally the end result is a stronger stock market. This is the S&P, same sort of thing. Although I do have the red arrow, I picked the green one, but we eventually got the red arrow. But we still have not surpassed what I've called the invalidation point. I drew this red line in a long time ago, and I wrote down invalidation there, and it remains to be so. Until we break, or unless we break down below there, I remain long, in mind at least. So I'm long on a few names here too. Bitcoin holding surprisingly well. It bounced down quite sharply and then bounced back up again. And I think this day's candle looks okay. On the 4-hour chart, you can see how this formed. It was quite beautiful. Big 4-hour thrust down, a tweezer bottom of critical support at the purple line here, and bouncing out and then moving up, and now tackling those moving averages. So looking quite good. And in fact, on the futures chart, it looks even better because on the day chart, because we don't have weekend candles on here, you can see we got down to exactly the 618% Fibonacci and bounced out of there today. We're still attacking the 20-period moving average, which is now directly above us, and the low of Friday's candle. And until we even get into that candle, it's still not great. But we did bounce off the 618. The rest of them will follow. Gold and silver moving across the page. I continue to think that these are forming bear flags within what might be a larger bear flag. So a bear flag within a big bear flag. Same with silver. I'm fully hedged on silver. I'm short on gold, and I'm short on copper. I have nothing on platinum. Now, oil and natural gas, the big movers. Oil, I basically have no position, having got hedged immediately when we broke out from our short positions. So I've got a bunch of shorts here and longs. So I'm able to now take profit on the long positions at some point. I drew a squiggle in for my private group earlier, thinking that this is kind of what we might get over the next few days and maybe even weeks and that sort of thing before potentially testing the gap down there and moving lower. Something like this. I don't know. It's not very well drawn either. But I don't think it's going to move down or collapse immediately like it sometimes does. And I think we're going to have to faff around here, absorb some of this huge thrust up into these levels on war and news of war. So don't be too eager to unhedge or get short, is all I'm saying. We might have to spend some time here. However, if there is extremely good news of some sort, or even manipulation by the US and OPEC plus, then it's possible that we may even see a more sudden collapse into the gap and then decide what to do once we get to the bottom of the gap. So I remain hedged on there, and I'm now out of natural gas, having taken profit after the weekend gap up. We're out of this trade now, and we'll wait to see what happens. I think that now that we have a gap down below us, and we've closed that gap to the left-hand side, it's more likely we'll close this gap below us. I still wish to get long, and probably at the top of the neckline of this head and shoulders that we've now broken out of. We've now finished the head and shoulders pattern just about, so we may have to now come back, retest it as support at around about 3.18, 3.2, maybe as low as 3.15. So that's natural gas. I've told you about oil. I'm still long on uranium, looking to add some more to that actually. And then going across to the final page here, I'm still long on the dollar South African Rand. That's doing fantastically well for a change. It's worth zooming out a little bit on this one. Almost at my target. We may as well take profit anytime soon. At the 200 period moving average there. We'll see what happens after that. Bitcoin dominance faffing around in this large broad range, which I think might break down. And also Bitcoin gold doing pretty well. Not making a new low despite the Bitcoin drop off. Gold also dropped off. And we've now got a reversal pattern on this weekly chart. Hope you enjoy that, folks. Take care. Watch out for the next videos, as I said, and make sure to click the notification bell. And I might get live in the next couple of days, so watch out for that live stream too. See you later.
Tango. Yeah, it's the Swing Trade Nation. I'm up pre-dawn. Coffee in a chip mug, shippers half on. Floor shout aloud through a blinking screen, but I'm zen in the mess, keep the ledger clean. Goes up and down like a yo-yo pop. Stops, hit the rocks, watch the bottom drop. Silver lost the socks, bare feet on the street. I'm chill at my desk, steady tapping to the beat. If you follow the hype, you just ain't right. Chasing every flash in that late night light. They brag in the chat, every grab, every boast. I'm circling dates, letting data do the most. Yeah, hey, FOMO, YOLO, no more in slow-mo. Hands on the wheel when it's fast, so it's loco. Goes up and down like a yo-yo song. I let my P&L talk. Can you walk the walk? Talk to her. YOLO, you jump on pogo, skipping every pump, every cheap little promo. Stash that flash, throw that trash in the logo. I let my B&L talk, and you want the wall. Backmodation, brain on vacation. They rush to the gate in the blind.